Hello, everyone. I'm your host, Comic Sheik, and I'm here to talk to you about one of my favorite legionnaires, and perhaps one of the lesser known influences of the creations of everyone's favorite mutant, Wolverine. Timberwolf is a member of the Legion of Superheroes who first appeared as Lone Wolf in Adventure Comics number 327. His real name is Bryn Londo, and he is an alien wolf hybrid with a power set that consists of enhanced strength, enhanced reflexes, enhanced agility, enhanced speed, claws, and more. Seeing the similarities already? In this issue, Cochran rescues the Legionnaire from a devastating space beam. However, this was the Silver Age of DC Comics, so it wasn't lacking in camp or silly plot points, as Cochran believes that he's actually an android created by Dr. Mar Londo. Later, the Legion discovers that Dr. Londo's son, Bryn Londo, who is really Cochran, the android, posing as Bryn Londo and having wiped Bryn's memory. After the Legion helps him recover his memory and brings Cochran to justice, they help recover Bryn's mind, and he discovers that he no longer wants to be a lone wolf, renaming himself Timberwolf as he comes to value the companionship of a team, in this case, the Legion of Superheroes. However, the crazy part begins with Dave Cockram's redesign of the character in Superboy number 197 in September 1973. Dave Cockram is a very talented American comic book artist known for co-creating the new X-Men, iconic characters such as Nightcrawler, Storm, Colossus, and Mystique. He also redesigned some of the Legion of Superheroes during his short but memorable run in the 70s. It is worth noting, however, that not all Legion characters during this era were redesigned by Dave Cockram, as some designs were reader submissions, including Supergirl and Saturngirl's designs. This Timberwolf redesign would come out just a little under a year before Wolverine makes his first appearance in Incredible Hulk number 181 in July 1974. This is pretty funny considering that Dave Cockram was also the first person to draw Wolverine out of costume, and that he decided to keep the iconic hairstyle that he actually created in his original redesign of Timberwolf. On this matter, we found a cracked article by Doran, which states, quote, 5 beloved characters who are actually blatant ripoffs. Number 5, Wolverine was a copy of obscure DC Comics character Timberwolf. Wolverine, the only Canadian with anger management problems, is the best there is at what he does, and what he does is get away with stealing Timberwolf's shtick. Aside from the ill-advised hairdos, parallels between the two are too numerous to ignore. Both Wolvie and DC's Wolfie are short-tempered members of superhero teams, have wolfish names, have origin stories involving them being experimented on with fictional metals, and have powers which include enhanced strength, agility, and senses. Even their secret identities sound kind of similar, Londo and Logan. How did this happen? Well, Timberwolf debuted exactly 10 years before Wolverine, and one of the DC artists who drew him the most was Dave Cockram, with his personal spin on the character. Cockram eventually jumped ship to Marvel and decided to take some of his ideas with him. And so when Cockram was assigned to draw a throwaway, soon-to-be-killed-off character called Wolverine in the pages of X-Men, he rehashed a bit of Timberwolf. DC writer Keith Giffen admitted as much himself, although he said it wasn't a horrible thing to do, which we reckon was a nice way of saying Dave was being a total Cockram. In case this wasn't obvious enough, one Cockram-drawn issue had Wolverine's X-Men teammates fight blatant analogs for Timberwolf's pals at the Legion of Superheroes. At one point, Wolverine even defeats the Timberwolf stand-in and wears his clothes, which might be a metaphor for something. End quote. So that was the article from BT, Doran, and Crack.com. Great article comparing them. Though, while I wouldn't say that Marvel ripped off Timberwolf, I would say that there is some influence from Timberwolf in Wolverine's design and creation. It's also worth noting that since Wolverine has taken off as a character that has resonated globally and culturally with fans, DC has attempted to slowly change Timberwolf to be more like him, from his healing powers to other things. Therefore, while Timberwolf might have originally inspired part of Wolverine, the opposite is also true in the modern context. What do you think, readers? Did you know about Timberwolf? Do you think there are some similarities? Comment below and let us know. Thanks for watching.